Olema siis ei saa, kui on kõik nii ja naa. Pole mõtet enda aega raisata. Iga minut, iga tund, näeme kõik ja õnnestub. Igaüks meist valib oma silma seljaga. Tunnen, et nii on hea, tunnen, et kõik on nii, kuis peab. Olen õnnelikest õnnelikuma. Mis ootab ees, ei tea, polegi tähtis arvan ma. Tuleb elada ja hetkel nautida. Iga minut, iga tund, näeme kõik ja õnnestub.
and get ready to go. We shall be starting just in a couple of minutes.
Kuluks varust kui loom, mitte keegi ei usu, et nii on minuga lood. Lood on tõeliselt halvad, olen kaotanud pea. See sai ainult kasuks sulle, mida kõike tegid mulle. 15 magamata ööd, olen sõdinud endaga, teinud suurt ja julma tööd. Mu süda
If everybody can take a seat, I would like to introduce to everybody the President of the Republic of Estonia, Alar Karis. All right, before I begin, please indulge me in the fact that I'd like to take a panorama shot of everybody here, so. All right. All right, thank you very much. All right, lugupeetud külalised, daamid ja härrad, head sõbrad ja kaasmaalased, tere tulemast Chicago Eesti Majja. Meil on suur au tervitada siin Eesti Vabariigi presidenti. Tema visiit on meile sümboolne ja südamelähedase sündmus. Hetk, mis ühendab Eestit ja Ameerikat kodumaa väliseestlastega. Ladies and gentlemen and honored guests, good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the membership of the Chicago Eesti Majja, it is my honor and joy to welcome you to the Chicago Estonian House Cultural Center, and most especially, tere tulemast to our distinguished guest, President Alar Karis of the Republic of Estonia, whose visit marks a truly historic and inspiring moment for our community. For nearly 6 decades, this house has stood as a living symbol of our heritage, a place where Estonians who arrived after the Great Flight built something lasting, a home for culture, language, and community. To welcome the President of Estonia within these same walls is deeply meaningful. It honors the vision of those who came before us and celebrates really how far Estonia has come, from an occupied homeland to one of the most innovative, democratic, and digitally advanced nations in the world. Here in Chicago, we are proud that the spirit of Estonia lives on. Our Estonian school teaches the next generation the language, songs, and dances of their grandparents and great-grandparents. Our folk dancers and community organizers continue to celebrate traditions that connect us and to strengthen the friendship between Estonia and the United States. The Chicago Eesti Majja is not just a building, it is a bridge. It connects the past and the present, Estonia and America, and tradition and innovation. Mr. President, we are honored to have you here. Your presence reminds us that whether we live in Tallinn or Tartu, Chicago or Naperville, we are one people, bound by shared values, language, and love of our homeland. Estonians are not the only ones who use this house to preserve their heritage. This house also provides a space for Latvians, Lithuanians, Finns, and other Nordic people. You are all welcome here, and I encourage you to join us at our other events during the year as well. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who made this event possible. Our dedicated board and volunteers, the Estonian Embassy in Washington, and the Office of the President of Estonia. Your efforts show what can be achieved in the true Estonian spirit of koos teeme ära. Together, we get it done. So let me congratulate everybody who helped here. Next in our program, we would like to share a short video that tells the story of this house, its history, its people, and its enduring role as the heart of our community here in Chicago. The Estonian House in Chicago is a small piece of Estonia nestled on the Des Plaines River in the heartland of America. It is not unusual for visitors to travel several hundred miles to reconnect with their Estonian roots at our cultural center. The Chicago Eesti Majja is a cultural center that promotes Estonian culture, language, and history. It serves as a meeting place for Estonians people of Estonian heritage, and friends of Estonia. Our Estonian school is in session 2 Sundays per month. The Estonian Lutheran Church conducts services 4 times a year. Annually, we celebrate Estonian Independence Day, Midsummer Night, Night of Ancient Bonfires, Oktoberfest, and Christmas. On 40 Sundays of the year, our dining room is open for lunch, and during the year, we provide a stage for Estonian musicians, actors, artists, and dignitaries. The Chicago Estonian House was founded in 1964, and fundraising commenced immediately to buy a home for the Estonian community. By 1967, a large plot of land with a private residence was identified in unincorporated Lake County near the suburb of Prairie View. The site was very overgrown. Volunteers cleared the land on weekends and during vacations. They planted beautiful rows of paper white birch trees and groomed the wild forest into a park-like splendor. From early on, the original house was not large enough to accommodate the growing number of members and guests. Multiple proposals were considered by the membership, and the winning design was by Estonian architect Jakob Viks, who proposed new structure merged the original building with a new mid-century modern style. Hall construction occurred between 1970 and 1972, mostly with our own volunteer crews. Our Vana Tallinn bar is a point of pride for our members and is often the congregation point when friends meet at the Eesti Maja. The bar was recently renovated and shows the remarkable work of our Estonian craftsmen. The bar features a poured epoxy top in the colors of the Estonian flag and a unique view of Tallinn from the sea. It's just a great place to gather, to bring all of our friends together and enjoy time with our Estonian brothers and sisters. Music is an important part of an Estonian's heritage, and we are proud of the lineup of musicians from Estonia who have performed on our stage.
Ma arvan, et kahtlemata kõige parem kontsert oli Kuldsel Triol, siis peale Kuldsel Trio on veel käinud meil Singer Vinger, Kala, Karl Madis ja nii edasi, enamus Eesti tuntud esinejaid. Meil on kohalik huvibänd, siis esmaspäev alati oleme üritanud esineda, kui on suurem üritus keegi külas. Idee meil bändis on ka see, et noorem põlvkond võtaks asja üle ja viiks edasi, et lapsed õpivad pille, neil on ruum olemas, kus saavad harjutamas käia, pillid on siin, et see on kahtlemata meeldiv kõigile.
We recognize that the children are a key to the future of the Estonian House. At our major events, we focus on making sure our children learn and have fun. From our Estonian school to Jõuluvana at the Christmas parties, we make sure the children want to come and enjoy time with their friends. Our annual summer camp draws students from all around the country and even from Estonia. Staffed with teachers from Estonia, the camp makes learning music, dancing, games, and crafts fun for children of all ages. Despite a smaller and more dispersed membership, and the evolving cultural habits of younger generation, there still remains a strong determination to preserve the Chicago Estonian House as a living link to heritage and a gathering place for Estonians in the Midwest. Built through vision, sacrifice, and unity, this place is more than just a building. It is a living story of heritage preserved, community sustained, and the Estonian spirit shining brightly in America. Over nearly 6 decades, it has remained a proud cultural home, founded through determination in the 1960s, constructed by volunteers in the 1970s, and serving as a cultural beacon through the decades of change. The Chicago Estonian House stands as a remarkable achievement and a lasting symbol of Estonian endurance, community, and pride. Our Estonian school first opened its doors on April 9th, 1967, with 23 students. I was one of those students. I was 6 years old. The school's main goal is to bring together Estonian youth living in the area and introduce them to the wealth of Estonian ethnic culture. It has a curriculum that provides not only the basic learning of the Estonian language, but also subjects that introduce Estonian culture and traditions. Our school teaches Estonian literature, history, arts and crafts, theater, songs, cooking, and much more. Today's curriculum was developed by Maija Taits and has been recognized around the world as innovative and engaging. My grandson, who is 10 months old, is in the school. As you saw in the video, over 10 years we have held a summer camp here at the Estonian House. In this camp, children have the ability to learn more about Estonia and Estonian language through activities and games. We feel that this strengthens our Estonian community and helps our children to create strong friendships with other Estonian children. We are thankful to the Estonian government in helping to support our school over the past few years. I'm proud to introduce some of the students from this year's class who will perform a song and a folk dance.
Meil on väga suur tervistada.
Siin on meie väike Eestimaa keset suurt Ameerikat, kus me õpime eesti keelt ja eesti kombeid.
Loeme lugusid, laulame ja tantsime. Keegi meie kodu on Ameerikas, on Eesti alati meie südames, sest see on meie vanavanemate maa.
Meie õpetajad ja vanemad annavad meile edasi armastuse eesti keele ja Eesti vastu ja aitavad meil seda hoida.
Täna soovime Eestile palju jõudu ja rõõmu tulevikuks.
Oleme väga tänulikud, et leidsite aega meiega kohtuda ja hoiate meie väikest Eestimaad suure ja tugevana.
Elagu Eesti!
vana talu pööningule mul ei olnud tõesti plaanis sattuda. Tee lahti sahtli ja tolmukihi all on rahvariided õige numbriga. Liinase ja valge särgid on parile peale. Vastlan astun jalga ja sõle rinda sean. Pööningul käib pauk ja ma plaksti joen seal. Maagilisel kombel suure muruplätsi peal. Muruplätsi peal, tantsuplätsi peal. Muruplätsi peal, mis juhtus ma ei tea. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on õige. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on kerge. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, tagasi tuled ringiga. Varba vahel muru, hommikul kell 6. Ma ringutan ja lükkan teki enda pealt. Vastlan astun jalga ja olen jälle seal. Maagilisel kombel suure muruplätsi peal. Muruplätsi peal, tantsuplätsi peal. Muruplätsi peal, mis juhtus ma ei tea. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on õige. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on kerge. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, tagasi tuled ringiga. Tants, tants, superpower, me ei väsi, superpower. Tants, tants, superpower, see on meie supergi. Tants, tants, superpower, me ei väsi, superpower. Tants, tants, superpower, tants, tants, yeah. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on õige. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Käes kinni ja lahti, iga samm on kerge. Keeruta, keeruta, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, tagasi tuled ringiga. Õige, õige, õige ja vasemma. Õige, õige, tagasi tuled ringiga.
Song and dance are an important part of the culture of Estonia. Over the years, we have had men's and mixed choirs at the Chicago Eesti Maja. Sadly, we currently do not have a choir today, but hope that one day we will again field singers who will perform at our events and represent Chicago at the Song Festival in Estonia. Folk dancing also has a long tradition here in Chicago. Our original Estonian dance troupe, Mustiala, entertained audiences during jaanipäevs, vabariaastapäevs, and represented Chicago in the ülemaailmsed Eesti päevad, or World Estonian Days. Today, we have an all-women's folk dance ensemble, Põhjanael, who rehearse here on Wednesdays. They have had the honor to be part of the 2025 Dance Festival in Tallinn this summer with their sister troupe in Toronto. Please welcome Põhjanael. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my great honor to introduce our distinguished guest, the President of the Republic of Estonia, Alar Karis. President Karis represents the best of what Estonia stands for: intelligence, integrity, innovation, and a deep sense of service to the Estonian people. Since his election to president in October of 2021, his leadership has reflected the values that have guided Estonia's remarkable journey: courage in defending freedom, creativity in growing the world's leading digital society, and compassion for bringing communities, both at home and abroad, together. Here in Chicago, we feel that connection strongly. Our parents and grandparents built this Estonian house to keep alive the language, traditions, and the dream of a free Estonia. And today, we welcome the president of a free Estonia that is independent, strong, and globally respected. We feel both the fulfillment of their dream and a promise of our shared future. Mr. President, your visit reminds us that the Estonian story did not end when our families left the homeland. It continues here, across generations and across oceans. So please join me in warmly welcoming the President of the Republic of Estonia, Alar Karis.
Head eestlased, südant soojendav on teiega täna siin kohtuda. Kuna meie hulgas on mitmeid, kes eesti keelt ei räägi, siis jätkan inglise keeles. Members of Estonian House in Chicago, teachers and students from the Estonian School, friends of Estonia, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor and a great pleasure to be here in Chicago for my first official visit and to have a chance to meet with our wonderful Estonian community here. Across the world, far beyond Estonia's borders, there are many Estonian communities who keep our culture and language alive with pride and dedication. Today, we are in one of them, in its warm and welcoming Estonian house, built with the hands and hearts of Estonians themselves. Here, the Estonian school brings together children and teachers. Songs are sung, folk dances are learned, and from time to time, national costumes are aired and proudly worn. Young and old alike gather to celebrate our national holidays, usually, of course, with Estonian food and drink. As a nation, and for me personally, I'm deeply grateful to all those who keep the Estonian spirit and language alive abroad. We know how much care and love this takes, how much time, effort, and often personal resources it requires, usually alongside your everyday work and responsibilities. There are many here in Chicago who deserve our heartfelt thanks for that dedication, people from several generations. Let me mention just a few by name. The President of Estonian House, Arne Elias, and its tireless head teacher, Maie Taits. Thanks to whom the Estonian language continues to be heard here in Chicago. Deacon Gilda Karu, who serves the first congregation of Estonian Evangelical Lutheran Church. And of course, Siim Sööt, Estonia's long-serving honorary consul in Chicago, whose committed work is deeply valued both here and at home, and whose wonderful hobby of photographing street signs has been featured on Estonian television. And naturally, my sincere thanks also go to everyone I haven't mentioned by name today. All of you, in your communities, your homes, and your hearts, continue to nurture Estonian life and identity. The vitality of our community is clear to see. Just 2 years ago, Chicago hosted a multi-day gathering of Estonian language teachers from across the Americas, complete with a cultural program followed by a summer camp for Estonian children. Both events brought together participants from Estonia, the United States, and Canada. I am glad that the Estonian government was able to support these events and will gladly continue to do so in the future. One topic that is especially close to my heart is education. In Estonia today, our schools are working hard to integrate many children whose first language is not Estonian. We have developed teaching methods and materials to support this, and we are happy to share them with Estonian children growing up abroad. Whenever possible, we also help to send teachers from Estonia to children's camps overseas. Young people of Estonian heritage are always welcome in Estonia. Children and teenagers can take part in our language and culture camp in Venevere. Young adults can join the Integration Foundation summer study and work trips. History enthusiasts can attend the summer school organized by Estonian Institute of Historical Memory. And university students can gain experience through internship in Estonian companies and institutions. We are delighted to support all these opportunities to make sure that young Estonians, wherever they grow up, keep a living connection to their roots. Let the term Home Estonia and Diaspora Estonia not represent separation, but rather the bridge that unites us all. Let me now briefly touch on a few key topics back home. You may have noticed that in recent years, the international media has been paying much closer attention to incidents involving our eastern neighbor, from airspace violations to other hybrid activities. This growing awareness across Europe and beyond shows that the world is more alert to the realities of Russia's actions. As an open society, we believe in speaking honestly about the challenges we face and how we address them, so that our people remain informed, confident, and united. Excuse me. The will of our people to defend Estonia remains strong, at around 80%. In the field of security, Estonia continues to strengthen its defense capability. Our government has decided to raise defense spending to 5% of GDP. And we encourage others in Europe and within NATO to do so as well. This is an important investment in Estonia's confidence, independence, and security, and a clear message of deterrence to Russia. Estonia has been a proud NATO member for 21 years. Our friends and allies, the United Kingdom, France, and the United States, have troops stationed in Estonia, standing shoulder to shoulder with our own forces. We continue to be among those countries who put forward new initiatives that will help Ukraine win its fight against Russia's aggression. To limit Russia's ability to finance its war machine and to defend the rules-based international order that is so vital for Estonia. And I want to thank all of you through your contacts and your representatives. Help keep the importance of supporting Ukraine and European security in the public eye. This is an invaluable contribution, not only to these crucial causes, but also to the strengthening of transatlantic unity in an increasingly complex world. From a security perspective, and in many other areas, the United States remains one of Estonia's most important partners. We look forward to deepening our cooperation and finding new, mutually beneficial areas in which to work together. Flying high. Your efforts truly matter. And finally, thank you for keeping Estonian culture alive, for passing it on to your children and grandchildren, and for staying connected to our shared homeland. It has been such a joy to listen to the songs by the Estonian school children today and to share this time with you. Please do keep following what's happening in Estonia, and whenever you can, take part in events that celebrate our heritage, such as the 500th anniversary of Estonian books and Arvo Pärt's 90th birthday celebrations. Thank you all very much, and let us stay united. Thank you.
The President of Estonia has agreed to take some questions, so we have a few minutes for some questions. And I ask that you raise your hand, and I will come over and present you with the microphone task.
President Karras, thank you so much for coming to Chicago for the next 3 days. As a proud Estonian by descent, my grandparents immigrated from Tallinn in 1928. Very proud of what Estonia has done under your leadership and with your team. In the tech world that I live in, Estonia's stature often comes up with your innovation in AI, education, entrepreneurship, innovation, and cybersecurity. Your country is often held at the same level of stature as China and others. So fantastic job to you, the country of Estonia and your people. With that said, pending the President of Kenya's approval, I'll become the Chancellor of a private university in Nairobi sometime very soon. I have two roles. One, to help them navigate their way into the age of AI and to expand global partnerships and collaborations with universities. Given your stature and your role in the world, I think it would be amazing if Estonia could be a role model and guiding light for private universities in 49 sub-Saharan Africa countries. I would love the opportunity to talk to someone on your staff that gets involved in those kind of collaborations in education and business and entrepreneurship. But thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your team and the fantastic reputation that's well deserved and recognized by the rest of the world.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was no question, yes. But yes, I mean, I'm never traveling alone, and this time I also have two university directors or presidents with me. So you can maybe later have a discussion with the heads of universities. So and we have collaboration and connections with Africa and different countries. So it's not that distant from us. So looking forward. Thank you.
President Karras, warmest greetings from the Estonians in Minnesota. We would like to know how we can continue to encourage regional business partnerships with Estonia, with the upper Midwest, where there is so much in common culturally and in values with Estonia, and also how we can continue to influence our legislators to support Estonia, NATO, and Baltic security initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, you start collaboration. So I just come over or ask our businessmen to come over to your region. I have also business people with me, and I have several meetings tomorrow. And of course, US is a huge country and Estonia is small, so we won't reach everywhere, but we're trying to. So especially in high tech and education and AI you mentioned. So reach everywhere, but we're trying to. So especially in high tech and education and AI you mentioned. So just have these contacts and we try to do our best and to start a collaboration or to continue already existing collaboration.
Mr. President, thank you for coming. I'm Gilda Karu, the Diakon, and I appreciate your being here and all that you do. What I'd like to know, I'm also part of, with Arne and Syria Press, we're part of the Estonian American National Council. And what are some things that we could continue to do to help support Estonia and also the fight in Ukraine? That's very important to us. We understand that Ukraine needs to win this. And so do you have any ideas that you could share with us on that? Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question. I mean, of course, Ukraine and war in Ukraine is it's not a local issue, and it's not that affects only approximate countries and Europe, and it's a war against basically Western values. So it does affect also people here in United States. And of course, more information you got what's going on in this war, better it is. And Estonia is a small country. We have been supporting Ukraine for already number of years, and there are a number of refugees coming from Ukraine, and that means 3 to 4% of our population is already Ukrainians. So we are trying to give a shelter to these people. We even established a special school for Ukrainian students. So this is how you can help. I mean, because Ukraine wants peace. We want peace. You probably want peace as well. But unfortunately, this peace goes through battlefield. That means we have to give resources and also military resources to Ukraine to win this war. Because as you see, I mean, even current President Trump have had several attempts to take President Putin behind the negotiating table, but you know, the result is close to zero. So we have to continue to support Ukraine.
Over here. Dear Mr. President, I'm a Ukrainian American. I'm actually from Ukraine. I came here to say thank you to you and all Estonians for your support to Ukraine, to my homeland. No other country did as much as Estonia did for Ukraine. So, suvin tänada Eesti kogu abi ja toetuse Ukrainale. Sorry, I butchered it.
So thank you. Yeah. Yes, we're going to continue to support Ukraine as far as, and not only when this war is over, also afterwards. I mean, because we have to rebuild Ukraine. It's not only Ukrainians, but also other countries in Europe and all over the world should support Ukraine to build this country up again. And we are doing it already. So our people are building kindergartens and schools in Ukraine. So at the same time, war is going on, but we are trying to help and to rebuild Ukraine.
Mr. President Karas, thank you for honoring us with your presence today. My question is, with the invasion of Ukraine and the recent invasion of your sovereignty and your airspace, has this resistance tightened your diplomatic relations with America? And if you do feel as though it has, in a positive way, affected your relationships with America, could you briefly just give me a few points, or us a few points, on how that has strengthened?
I mean, for Estonia, transatlantic collaborations and cooperation is extremely important, not only for Estonia, it's for Europe. And also military presence of US forces in Estonia and Europe is important. Yes, we do know that Europe needs more military capabilities or defensive capabilities, but without the support of US, it's quite difficult, especially for Estonia, who needs. I always tell the story because before the Second World War, our army was quite good, but unfortunately we didn't have friends or allies. So everybody was busy with his own defense before the Second World War. And we know what it means if you don't have friends and allies. And the same applies to Ukraine. So whenever the war is over, I mean, there is need to security. And for us, it was clear when we regained our independence that this is NATO. And the same applies actually to Ukraine. So, as I said, I mean, cooperation and collaboration and transatlantic collaboration is extremely important. So, and no matter who is actually a president in Estonia or in America, in US, there should be going on.
Tere, härra president, Jaan Karukäpp, Eesti Chicago selts. Mul oleks niisugune küsimus, et kuidas ja kas Eesti Vabariik saaks toetada rohkem just seda väliseesti elu siin, et neid üritusi tuua ja üldse kogu seda, et kas on mingid võimalused, mingid programmid rohkem? Aitäh!
Should I answer in Estonian?
Well, first of all, let me repeat that question in English. The question was from Jan Karugep, who is part of the Estonian Cultural Society here in Chicago, and he was asking, are there things that the Estonian government can do to help support the different events, music, culture here for the diaspora here in the U.S.?
Well, my answer is quite simple. I mean, we're trying to do our best. But you should understand we are a small country with limited resources, but nevertheless, we are putting quite a lot of resources also on diaspora. And my wife is actually also a member of one of the council who decides who gets a certain amount of money. I mean, but as we saw, I mean, there have been musicians present in here in this house. So it's up to cultural organizations to come over and to be present more. But I think it's important, and vice versa. I mean, you should. It's not only song and dance festival, but there are other events who should come over and get involved and get this network and contacts. And because we are small, as I said, and limited resources, but at the same time, we do have 8 or 10 unicorns. That means there are companies with a lot of resources and money. So go to these people and ask to support events over here. But we are trying to do our best. But as we all know, things are tough these days.
Are there any other questions? So before we end, we have a few gifts for you to remember Chicago by.
I'm not first time in Chicago. I was in Chicago 30 years ago. So it was, when I was a researcher, I was collaborating with Northwestern University here. So.
We have for you a book that is by our honorary consul, Siim Sööt, that has pictures from the 1967 through 2017 of here at the Estonian House. And then because...
Is it the right size?
I asked the embassy. The embassy called your staff, and it took a while and a lot of diplomatic...
To make that big one, yeah.
A lot of diplomatic channels, but we would like to present you with...
Should I put it on?
If you'd like to.
What?
It's it says Chicago ACMI on it. It's our official logo and everything, and it is a lovely jacket that will help keep you warm.
Let's give it a try. Well. Okay. Not bad.
Kus on Eesti kool? See... Meil on ka.
Tere! Siin on üks kaart Eesti kooli poolt. Suur aitäh!
Aitäh!
I got a gift as well. It's Estonian anthem, so keep it and play it. So it's a. I guess it's a. When I came here, I was given a sandwich made by whoever, and it was very tasty. So and when you say a book, 25 best chefs of Estonia. So you can continue.
Christian?
Härra president, austatud külalised, minu nimi on Kristjan Prikk, olen Eesti Vabariigi suursaadik USA-s ja mulle anti selline suurepärane võimalus kasutada seda hetke ja anda üle üks mälestusasi Eesti Vabariigi valitsuse liikmelt, kohe ütlen, kes see liige on. Me kuulsime siin täna ühte laulu, mille puhul öeldi, et laulusõnad ütlesid, et tants on meie superpower. Ja tants on meie superpower. Meie superpower on ka laul. Ja meie superpower on meie haridus. Nagu superpowerite puhul ikka on, seda on vaja õigesti suunata, seda on vaja õigel ajal ja õigesse kohta rakendada selleks, et sellest superpowerist oleks midagi kasu. Ja selleks on vaja suurepäraseid inimesi, kes oskavad selle superpoweriga midagi teha. So, Honored President, dear guests, my name is Kristjan Prikk. I'm the ambassador of Estonia to the United States of America, and I have one more diploma or token of gratitude to hand over. So today, when we witnessed this lovely dance by our kids, the song that they danced with had a statement that there was this lyrics saying that dance is our superpower. And we all know that this is true, but just like with every superpower, including our dance, our songs, our education, it only can be used in a right way, in a best way, when it's applied under supervision and under good guidance. So for that reason, it's particularly important that the Estonian communities in Estonia and abroad have great teachers. Have teachers who make a difference, have teachers who can inspire the younger generation just as they have inspired their predecessors and their parents and so on and so forth. And this, after all, this is also the way to make sure that not only the kids but their parents continue to come to Estonian houses and keep taking this Estonian spirit to the future. For that very reason, the Miss Kristiina Kallas, the Minister for Education and Science of Estonia, has tasked me with handing over this tänukiri, the statement of gratitude. Kauaaegse õpetaja tunnustus. Maie Taits, me täname teid kauaaegse pühendunud ja loomingulise töö eest eesti keele ja meele hoidmisel Ameerika Ühendriikides. Me nägime teid täna siin dirigeerimas. See kõik oli fantastiline, mida te tegite. So,
So, thank you. With that, we conclude our formal program today. And as we always do, we ask everybody to rise for the Estonian national anthem. This particular song, we started to play this version of it. It's unfortunately, work called them away to George Radoselyevich and Leo Radoselyevich, who are the featured artists in this, the pianist and the song. But we have been showing this, and hopefully everyone will enjoy our rendition. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I believe that the president will be allowing people to take pictures or to speak with him briefly. We have, if you'd like to form a line towards that side, we can arrange for that as well. But for the rest of you, thank you very much for coming tonight. We hope to see all of you at our upcoming events. Our Jõululat is in a few weeks. We hope to see you all there. Tänan.